Act 4, Rebirth and Reprise is the latest album from the Deer Hunter. We have Casey from the band. Thank you so much for that great performance.
Yeah, thank you.
And welcome to the show.
Yes.
First of all, welcome back to San Francisco.
Thank you.
A lot of Bay Area ties.
Yes, definitely.
Your parents meeting here. Your brother was born. Where were you born?
Greenbrae. I think I was born in
I
Greenbrae.
think you were.
Yes, and then I
Okay.
think for at least the first 6 months of my life, we lived near here, and then it's been the kind of thing. My brother and I grew up in California. We come here as often as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And then we know anytime we're touring through here, it's going to be an awesome experience. So
Yes.
lots of love for San Francisco.
So let's clear this up. Giants or A's?
Oh God, I don't know sports.
Oh, you don't know sports?
No, I don't. Even though you'd look at me and think like that man spends most of his time on the couch, I don't really know sports. I don't have the attention span, which it doesn't sound like you need that necessarily.
No.
But like my brother he likes enough for me
Okay.
and him and my whole family combined.
Oh.
The extent of my sports knowledge was that once a year, whenever there was like a Super Bowl, my dad would get really excited because it was an excuse to have chips and dip.
That was the big day for him.
That was
Chips
the big
and
day.
dip.
Actually, yeah, and I think it was like one year when I was really young, and it was Pittsburgh because he grew up in Pennsylvania, and he got really excited. And I think they lost, and he was bummed. And then it was like, you don't even like football. How could you be upset about this?
Check, check, check. Check.
How awesome is that? We were talking off camera about making music for a living. That's the goal
It's
when you
amazing.
form a band.
It's absolutely
right?
amazing.
You don't have to go
Yeah.
get a second job.
Well, and for me, that never really mattered in the sense of having to make money some other way would never come in the way of legitimizing my love for playing music and for touring and for taking time away from whatever else I was doing. But to cross over into that tier where you are technically a professional musician, and when you're at family gatherings and you say I'm in a band, it's not just like oh, you're in a band. It's like, no, I'm in a band. I tour the world now and I play music.
Right.
I never really thought I would be there. I never ever thought that I would be there. I always firmly believed it'd be like put all of my passion into playing music and all of my efforts into making money so that I can play music.
Right. And you kind of set yourself up because of the fact that in 2006, I'm going to make
Yeah.
a whole series of albums.
Yes.
And we're going to stop at Act 6.
Yeah.
And so you've taken some time, and here we are at number 4. And in between 3 and 4, you said, you know what, let's take a break. I'm going to write some other music here. And you diverted to Migrant and so forth. So I think you have at least another 20 years worth of time
Maybe
to
if
make
I take
music,
as much
right?
time as I have between the last 2 records. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I never thought of what I'll do after I
Yeah.
finish the 6th one. So that's almost like a looming doom where I have no idea what comes next.
Okay.
And maybe that's why I subconsciously prolong things longer and longer, because Acts 1 through 3 were done over a span of 3 years, and then 6 years between Act 3 and 4. So hopefully I can get them done quicker.
On this album, again, bringing it back to the Bay Area, you enlisted an orchestra
Yeah,
based
awesome
in the
orchestra.
East Bay, right?
Yeah.
They're a collective, and so,
yeah.
talk about how you met them, why them.
So a few years ago, I composed a symphony that I had recorded with the Brno Symphonic Orchestra in the Czech Republic. Away from that, this arranger by the name of Brian Adam McCune, who is in Berkeley, he contacted us about getting our music in, the video game Rocksmith, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, you can actually play a guitar.
Yeah. So he went through and got a song and transcribed the whole thing, and he did that. So that'll come back. So he did that. I went and I did this symphony, and then I got this. After it was released, I got this Twitter message from somebody named David Meschler, and actually it just came up as Awesome Orchestra. I was like, okay, and they said, where can we get the sheet music for Amor and Attrition, which is my symphony? And I got to talking with him. He said, me and a few of the other people in Awesome Orchestra are big fans of the Deer Hunter, and we really like this symphony, and we'd like to perform a piece from it or a movement from it. And I got to talking, and the way that I am, it's like as soon as I was talking to him, it was like, do you want to record with the orchestra on my next album? It wasn't like oh yeah, I'll try and find some sheet music and send it your way. It was just immediately like, do you want to do this thing with me?
I'm sure they are just ecstatic and mind blown right now that you
Oh.
included them on an album, right?
Oh,
A
no,
recorded
well-
piece of music.
Maybe, I don't know. I think if anybody is mind blown, it's me, for sure.
Well, either way, we are big fans of the music, and just like everyone else, very excited to see what happens
Awesome.
in Act 6.
Yes.
Year 2020, do you
Yeah,
think?
who knows? Maybe I'll hand it down to my children.
Oh,
and
gosh.
they'll finish it. Maybe they'll hand it down to theirs. No, I hope soon. I hope soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. I don't want to be on my deathbed and be like, oh, finally Act 6 is out. Well, thanks so much for your time. Great to meet you.
Awesome. Good to meet you too.
And best of luck with the album.
Thank you.
The album is called Rebirth and Reprise from The Deer Hunter. You're watching B-Sides on Air.